This looks kind of crazy. Give me a second. Y'all already know every time I start the live, I have to like fiddle with the camera until it looks correct. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, everybody. I just want to bring this down a little bit. Hold up, y'all. My ring light is too high. While y'all wait for me, hit that like button. You know? Give me a second. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Hey guys. Hey Ambu. So this is a little bit different for me because usually I have like all the lights on, but today I have the lights off and just these. Do y'all like them? I just got some LED lights to spice up my life. What style is this called? This style is called throwing up the portion of the hair that you're gonna retwist into buns and then tying up the rest to get them out the way. That's the name of this style. Okay. I knew that when I came on camera with this, y'all were gonna be like, ooh, hairstyle. But honestly, this is just me sectioning my hair off so that it makes sense. Okay. Oh, shit. Oops. All right. Drop a one if you can hear me. I forgot to check that. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Good evening, queens and kings. Oh, Charisma, that was so nice of you. I don't understand. The light not doing what I wanted to do, child. It is making me sweat. Okay, y'all can hear me. Cool. It's making me sweat. It is doing that. Like, why is it that, what are these called? LED lights are so hot that it literally cooks you while it's on you for the things. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Everyone's hearing me well and nice. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for joining me. Now, the last time I did a retwist was 2 weeks ago. Usually, I'm not doing it that often. I used to back in the day. Shouts to my OG followers because y'all know that about me. But lately, I've been keeping it to once a month. But I'm going to a bashment this weekend. And so for that reason, I want to make the front kind of neater so that I can have more flexibility with the styles that I choose. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I'm just going to retwist the front and let the back be as naughty as it wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else does that in here? I feel like everyone with locks at some point gets to the point where they just only do the front and then neglect the rest of it. I think you're making the room hot, not the lights. Anbu, girl, that could be it as well. I think it's the combination of myself and the lights. I'm gonna try a different light setting just to see how it looks. Most definitely saves so much time. Word, you already know. Ooh. What? I don't know, y'all. Because I love this. This is a great time. But the ring light by itself as my main source of light is kind of finicky. Oh, and I put some lights in my plants. Y'all see that? I'm going to just let it stay how it is. Ciao. My locks are 7 months old as of May 30th. Yay! 7 months. I don't want the litter box in the front. Hold up. Okay. Had to get that out my peripheral vision, child. Oops. I was just reading something, wasn't I? The blue lights is a vibe. I'm not the best because I had my wisdom teeth removal today. How are you, hun? Oh, I'm so sorry for that discomfort in your mouth. You know, I haven't gotten my wisdom teeth removed as of yet. They just haven't, I guess, fully come in to pose a problem. And the dentist is always like, hey, girl, eventually it'll grow in. So eventually you're going to need to snatch them things out. And I'm like, okay, eventually I will do that. But until then, has anyone else in here gotten their wisdom teeth removed? The only thing about the experience that feels like I would be here for it is the Novocaine aspect. I feel like that would be hilarious from me. You know what I mean? It's no joke. I can imagine. Love the setup. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying some updates for my background region because I'm sure you guys have noticed I have an editor now. Okay? Hence why the last few videos have had just another level of spice that usually isn't there. Because when I edit the videos myself, yes, I can do the things and make things fun, but it's so much work and it's so much learning. It's just so much. It's just so freaking much. And so I decided to outsource the talent to someone who I've seen their work up close and personal. He actually said I can shout him out now. So what up, Dreas? We see you. We see you doing the things. What I'm going to do is, maybe I shouldn't have taken out the bun for real. Or maybe I can put it like this so I can just grab and go. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Yeah, so having him as my editor now, he sees my videos in raw form and he's like, hey, girl, you might want to add some kind of pizzazz to your environment and make it a little bit more upgraded. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're right. So here we are, trying out a thing. I actually want to add more to the back. So what I'm thinking, what the heck? What I'm thinking of doing is getting one of those, those corner lights, the floor lights that they change different colors like these. I want to put one of those right against that wall. And then I'm thinking maybe getting another batch of LED strips and putting them along the floor and then climbing up that awkward ass white strip of paint. And then maybe have it, we'll see. Just ideas. And I had ordered a some foam panels to put back here to give y'all some designs and patterns to look at. So, your girl is switching up the style and the environment so that we can have a good time together. Yo, I see what the problem is. The light needs to be closer to me. When it's far away, it looks weird. So, yeah. If y'all want to donate to the cause, feel free to hit me with a super chat. Actually, I made a wish list for Amazon today. I might just add that to the description box so y'all can bless your girl. I think that's a little bit. Damn! Let me put this a little closer. Y'all, forgive me. I really do this ghetto stuff every time I go live. I just be finagling with the damn camera. With no care in the world. It's unprofessional, but whatever. Okay. Let me bring this closer so I can see the comments. I got all four taken out at the same time. Oh my God. God, 4 wisdom teeth removed at once? That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. That's crazy. Is that a real salt rock lamp? Yes, Himalayan pink salt. Yes, it is. Or at least so they say. I did not go to double check and confirm that. I hope so. Okay, Club the God looking like a hookah lounge. It does look like a hookah lounge. It does look like that. I'm here for that comparison. But still, though. Anyways, let me get started because I'm supposed to be doing my hair. So let me see. Start with right here. Okay. Spiritual lounge, yes. That's what you would call my hookah spot, spiritual lounge. Which, by the way, hookah is a good time a little bit, but it's not the best time. The way people be making it seem, it's alright, it's fun, but it's not. It's not all that, y'all. Can anyone else relate to that sense of non-amusement from the hookah? Like, I think the most fun aspect of it is the pulling. And even that is a little bit too much because my lungs be like, that'd be my lungs. trying to pull the hookah out. I'm like, Lord have mercy, this is too much. And it does feel a little bit like an enhancement. Like if you had a little bit of sippy sips at the brunch, the hookah on top of that definitely feels nice. However, still, it's not that lit the way people be acting. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. People be acting like it's the best thing to ever cross the club scene, and I'm like, I guess. Maybe I'm just being too judgy. Wait, what? The bumbleclot? There's a comment here that's being held for review, and I don't even know if I want to. I'm gonna show it just so y'all see the kind of crazy talk that comes my way sometimes. Like, what? Oh boy said, if I stop making love to my girl while you go live, does that make me a bad boyfriend? LOL. Y'all want to answer that question? That if I were your girlfriend, I would be tight. I'll put it like that. If I were her and you stopped giving me the good times because a YouTuber went live, I'll be fighting with you. We'd be fighting. I'd be like, dude. She big mad. Of course she mad. What type of nonsense? What do you... Because now y'all have me thinking about hanky-panky time and relationships and stuff like that. Don't ever interrupt the fun. Don't do that. You gotta continue until it's done. And until she's satisfied, you satisfied, all the satisfaction. But don't stop it prematurely. Why you do that is torment. Why are you tormenting that girl? You wildin'. You wild. You a wild boy. You a wild boy, Reginald. That's crazy talk. I can just imagine the look on her face. She probably cussing him out right now. The fuck? What are you saying? Just put Sammy's voice on in the background. You know what? Because now I'm wondering if people do that. Do y'all do that? Okay, let me see something. Raise your hands if you have ever played my content in the background while you were busting it down. And how did that go for you? Was it nice? How was it? I want to see. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy as hell for that. But no judgment, though. Still tell me if you do it. I want to know. I want to know. I know Reginald does it. I know Reginald does it. Let me see. Did anyone? Hell no. Damn, Michelle Pointer. You couldn't even give me a maybe. Shorty said, hell no. Absolutely not. Why? I feel like I have sensual seduction kind of vibes. It could turn on, turn up the heat. Y'all don't think so? Not someone putting red flags. Ah! That's funny as hell. Y'all are funny. I'm scrolling right now, clearly. Hold on. Freaky Friday. Yeah, it is that. It is that. Maybe I set myself up. I walked into it by hosting this live on a goddamn Friday night with the sexy lights on in the background. Now y'all don't know how to act. Now y'all don't know how to act. Oh, I definitely said I was going to put my Amazon wish list in the goddamn description box. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Anytime I say wait a minute, that song comes into my mind. Like, did Ray J know? Did he know? Did he know that this was going to be a hit years and years later? Did he know that? Was he ahead of his time? Hold on. My Amazon wish list. Y'all can feel free to check out my wish list and bless me with some things so I can continue adding to the backgrounds vibes. If I can fucking spell wish list. Okay, there you go. Boom! What did I miss? A lot of capping here. What y'all talking about? Capping because they not admitting to the fact that they stroke to the sound of my voice? Because I agree. That's cap. Make sure y'all subscribe to my ASMR channel. Okay. Get you some. Do I need to make a hanky panky ASMR? What would I even say? What would I even say in that? I need y'all to give me ideas. Give me some suggestions. Because I'm for the people. Okay? For the people. I'm for the vibes. And I want y'all to have a good time. Cosplay. Ooh. Oh, shit. I've only cosplayed as 3. Actually 4 people before. Y'all want to know who I cosplayed as? 2 of them I shared on Instagram during the Halloween season. So if y'all really fucks with me, y'all know the answer to that. But y'all want to know the other ones? Called it. I said when you created that channel, you would migrate into that. I hate to admit, but you did say that. And I was like, no, it's not for that. It's for anxiety. To calm people down, help them go to sleep. Now I'm thinking about making some sexy time. ASMR. Oh, Lord. I gotta relax. That's what I need to do. It's Reginald's fault, because he the one who came up in here talking all that friskiness. And now, here I am. Now I'm here. Now you brought me there. Freddie, yes, correct. Big facts, yes. Freddy Krueger. Who got the other one? Me and my boo definitely do. We love a good conspiracy talk. Conspiracy talk ASMR? Wait. Are you talking about... Are you trying to tell me that you and your boo thing play my conspiracy videos in the background of the stroking? Is that... Confirm, clarify. Help me. Compute. Oh, y'all adult in here. A little bit. I mean, we are grown people. For the most part. I think so. Let me see. If you cosplay, you gotta be Raven. I'm done. That's so Raven. It's a future I can see. How do you even cosplay as Raven? Like, what? She always had a different outfit on. Y'all don't know the other cosplay? Okay, so I did Freddy Krueger, obviously. And I also did Samara Morgan from The Ring, the shorty that comes out the well and out the TV. I did her with the locks. And then two other cosplays that I've done, like back in college, was Left Eye. Okay, certain people have seen that picture. And then I did. Y'all remember the big comfy couch? The big comfy couch. And she used to do the clock shit with her legs. I forgot her name though, but I was her one time. I didn't take any pictures though. I was really bugging. That was back when Blackberries and stuff was the phone, so it's like the quality of the photography, child, wasn't there. But yeah. Mr. Nasty Time. Oh! Wait, The Ring scared me for 10 years. Grow up. Grow up. I was thinking of Teen Titans Go Raven. Oh! I don't fucking watch Teen Titans to even think of any other Raven than the one that I just sang about. Maybe I should look that up. Luna and Molly. Yes! Thank you, Shay, for knowing the vibes. So was it for real? Was what for real? What are you talking about? Or Black Star, aka Starfire Sister. Still don't know who that is. Let me look. Because y'all seeing things that I'm not privy to. Okay, he said Black Star, right? Not this. Pulling up a hip hop song. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me look at it again. Starfire. Wait. Blackfire? Is that the name? Oh! I can see myself as she. I can see myself as she. I can see that. Okay, you just gave me an idea. Thank you. Cosplay as Mel Maderata from Arcane. Let me see who that is. Mel, however you say the name. Ooh, you know me. She is fine. Huh. But wait a minute. Her outfit is... she thick. She a baddie. Hold up. Whoa, she's fire. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, come on, Gold. With the locks. It looked like she got faux locks though. I don't support. I don't support. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to read this thing, and here I am looking at cosplay stuff. You should do Static Shock. That would be dope. Ooh, yeah, you're right. And it's crazy because all of these, aside from the ones that I named already, all these cosplay suggestions come from things that I don't watch, that I don't participate in. But I will dress up as them, though. You better believe it. You better believe it. Okay. Nah, they digital real. Funny, funny. Okay, y'all ain't saying nothing else, so let me focus on the task at hand. Okay. Now I got That's So Raven in my head. That's so Raven. It's a feature I can see. It's so mysterious to me, yeah. Shout out to the Disney Channel. Woo! And look at Raven now. Okay. Look at her now. I wonder if she saw that coming. Maybe she already knew. She knew the vibes. Let me not talk too much about that community because y'all be mad at me. So, anywho, moving on. Anyone else retwisting their hair at the same time as me? Kim Possible as cosplay. I would definitely do Kim Possible. Bing, bing, bing. I used to have that as my text tone. I would definitely do Kim Possible. It's just that so many people do her all the time that it's kind of like. I usually stay away from the trendy looks, but then again, my Kim Possible would still look very different than anything else than anyone else has ever done. Because when I do cosplay, I don't replicate them exactly. I give it my own little spice and seasoning. So maybe. Bing, bing, bing. Yo, I saw a picture the other day of what was her friend's name? All the Kim Possible fans, let me know. Whatever the best friend's name, her sidekick dude with his naked mole rat. There was like a picture, like a meme of him like pulling the naked mole rat out his pants, and they like cropped it right at the part where he's pulling him out, and it looked like he was pulling out his penis. And I was like, wait a minute. Because we already know that Disney likes to throw in genitalia in their cartoon visuals. Don't believe me, look it up. But when I saw that, I was like, oh no, was that the whole concept of the naked mole rat this whole time? Was it dang-a-lang? Was that what that was? Ding-a-ling-a-ling, school bell a ring, knife and fork a fight for dumpling. Is that what that was? Ron, yes, Ron's ass. Yes, Ron. Pulling out the naked mole rat out the front of his pants but holding it. Y'all know how y'all hold y'all member. Holding it like that. I was like, what? Why did they do this? Why they did this? For what? For what? Why did we need to view him like that? That's just out of pocket and unnecessary. Disney. What's wrong with y'all? Never answer. They always ruining my childhood. That I am saying. They be wildin'. It's crazy when you go back and look as an adult at some of the things that they were doing, and it's like, wow. So literally everything is programming, but for like, why is it always raunchy programming? Like what? Y'all trying to turn the children into sex crazed somethings. I don't even know sex crazed whatever's, but sex crazed people who don't know how to think for themselves. That's what the conditioning basically be. And I'm like, what? Leave us alone. Leave us alone, Disney. Although I do love me a Disney movie. It's just I be conflicted because you want things to be pure and wholesome, but they just aren't. So a lot of my Disney experiences, like when I watched it, it was like, yes, love and happiness. Maybe some tearjerker moments. But then as an adult, you look at it and you're like, this is highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate. Even watching like Disney movies while you're on some kind of psychedelic, you're like, oh no, baby. These motherfuckers they're different. They're different. In the worst way though. It's like, wow, y'all are nasty. Penny Proud maybe. Ooh, that would be cute. A family. Proud family. That was my shit. Prep, you do dance seductively in your schoolgirl uniform. For the fact that I used to go to Catholic, I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, y'all. Let me tell you something. Them girls, those girls were different. I did not know that's what it meant to be a girl until I went to an all-girls high school. I was like, whoa, y'all are... can you calm down a little bit? Calm down a little bit. And then for the fact that, specifically in the Bronx, so it was a whole bunch of Spanish girls. Let me tell you something. Wow. Wowzers. The type of time that they were on, child. I was like, why? Go read. But I can't even front because I wasn't like wilding and doing nothing crazy. I was a virgin all through high school. I'm comfortable saying that, so I'm going to say it. I wasn't out here fucking. I wasn't doing that. I was doing PG-13 stuff with the boys that I liked. You know what I mean? And even then, they had to convince me. Because, fun fact, I skipped a grade. I skipped kindergarten. So I've always been a year younger than my peer group, like class-wise. So I'm in high school at 13. You see what I'm saying? While they're 14, 15. So every developmental stage of sexy time that they were on, I just was always behind with that. Just developmental wise and cognitively, I couldn't relate, But I was smart as fuck, so it was like this weird thing. Like smart guy. He's a smart guy. Smart guy. That was me a little bit. So sometimes the girls would be talking about like the things that they're doing with their boyfriends or what they about to sneak out to go do. And I was like, gasp, girl. Tell me more. But then also, it's too much. It's too much. Why are you doing all of this? But one thing I did used to do, I definitely used to roll up my skirt. Y'all know how the Catholic school girls like used to roll their skirt up so that it would be like hiked up and with the knee highs? That was definitely me. I definitely did that. But it's because they used to wild out and talk about the skirt's got to be like basically on top of your kneecap, looking like the Amish or something like that. It was just ridiculous. So we kind of just rebelled on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. But that was it. Like I would just roll my skirt up and look a little Sailor Moonish with it. You know what I mean? With the knee highs and the hiked up skirt. I used to wear my hair sometimes in a ponytail when the baby hairs, and then I would take 2 blow pop green apple flavors and put them in like chopsticks in my bun. I used to do that. I used to this was like junior or senior year. I got the slits in my eyebrows like Bow Wow. I said, little Bow Wow, you just don't know doing your moves so fast. I mean, you roll through my mind like all the time to the point that I didn't want to think. So deaf. That was me with the eyebrow slits, child. With my hiked up skirt. That was my swag. But that was it. I wasn't wildin'. I mean, if I look back and I think about it, some things were wild of me, but they were still within reason, I'd say. I wasn't doing what them other girls were doing, though. They were bugging out. Like, I had this one friend. She was Guyanese, so maybe that has something to do with it. But, child, she used to... So her parents would be off to work or whatever, so we would go hang out at her house. And then she would invite boys over, like 2, 3 boys, and then it'll be me, her, and then maybe another person, or maybe just me and her. And I remember one time she invited these boys from the public school. First of all, I introduced her to them because I knew them from back in middle school. That's how I knew. So I was like, hey, girl, I know these boys from whatever. Maybe they can come over. And she's like, okay, cool. First time meeting these niggas, okay? So I'm in her room chilling with one of them that I had a crush on. And we just talking, doing the like flirty thing. And she's in her parents' bedroom with the next one, bouncing on it, just bouncing along. Bounce along. Only you can turn me on. Okay, on her parents' bed though, on the mattress. Bouncing on it. First time she met this man. And she used to do stuff like that. She was like, hey, come hang out with me over here. I'm like, okay, let's go hang out. Let's hang out. And then she's bringing me with her to some dude's house to go fuck. I'm like, bro, nah. You too much for me. You are too much for me. And we definitely stopped being friends eventually. But when I tell you, me and the most I had ever learned how to do was make out. And that in itself felt very frisky to me. That felt very advanced for me. Meanwhile, this is what they doing. I was like, gee, how did I end up talking about any of this, y'all? How did that happen? Let me see what y'all saying. How about that? Let me see the chat. Okay. Oh no, she was wild. Let me tell you. Wildin'. That's just 2 stories. She was bugging. It was like, girl, you have not too far. You have 2 parents. They married. For decades, they've been married. Like, you have a stable home. You immersed in your own culture, you know? Like, y'all, you have morals. Well, let me rephrase. They tried to teach you morals. And this is what you do when they at work? Man. Crazy times. And that's just one of the girls, okay? And she was Guyanese, like I said. The Spanish girls, child, whoa, okay, whoa, okay? It's like, ma'am. And it didn't help that, you know, they were thick, you know, like they were shapely and carried themselves in a certain way. So it's like, yes, you have on your schoolgirl uniform, but you seem older. So they would just be out here just sexing it up. Just, I wanna sex you up. And I was like, whoa. That's too advanced for me, y'all. I'ma just chill. I'ma just kick back and I'ma just chill. Yo, she was wild. I feel like we had the same childhood. Oh, okay. So relatable content then. Okay. Cool. Don't know. All I know is you coming from my country for real. What we talking about? Oh, Blackface. All right, y'all. A minor has entered the chat. But I'm really not going to let that stop me because I literally just learned that you were the age that you are. This whole time I've been talking how I would talk. And you're in high school, right? So we talking about high school shenanigans. Don't follow the fast girls in your high school, okay, Blackface? Or the fast boys. Don't do no fast. And by fast, I mean inappropriate for your age. Like, let yourself be young. Be the age that you are. Don't try to fast track your experiences, please, because your brain just isn't even ready for a lot of the things that we were doing. It's just like, well, I'm saying that they was doing, okay? Just keep it pure as long as you can. I'm Haitian. I repeat, could not get away with that. Me either. That's why, like, I'm not Haitian. I'm like of Jamaican descent, and I couldn't either. Like, there was no way. The most I could do is lie and try to sneak to go somewhere. But even being there, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if I get caught? Like, it wasn't until like senior year that I started kind of like not gonna fuck, and I was 16 at that point, so that tracks. But let me tell you, not in my Jamaican household. There was no way. I remember. Let me tell y'all an embarrassing story from my youth. Okay, so I had a little boyfriend, right? This was right before high school. So I was like 12. And he was 15. Right? And I met him through on a AOL chat. Y'all remember chat rooms and the buddy list and all that kind of thing? So one of my homegirls knew him, and she invited him into one of our chat rooms. And I was like, "Oh, who's that?" And then we were talking, blah, blah, blah. And then we became boyfriend and girlfriend, doing the whole jonesing on the phone, on the house phone. That was the type of time we were on. And we planned on meeting up in person finally and officially, right? Mind you, I'm on lock, and looking back, it makes sense because I was 12. But I was on lock. I had to go straight home after school. No lollygagging. None of that, right? So, and my mom used to have me call her as soon as I got home to prove that I was there. Call from the house phone, okay? When I tell you, me and this boy, so I called him, or we were on the phone and we were like talking about whatever. And I realized, I was like, oh snap, I forgot to call my mom. Let me call her on the other line, let her know I'm home, and then come back over here. And y'all remember on the house phone, in order to click over, you press a little button and boom, now you're on the other line. So I called her, it went to voicemail. So I was like, hey mom, I'm home. Okay, bye. And then I clicked back over. Now, for those of y'all who used to use house phones and stuff, you know how when you do the click, it makes a three-way call? Ciao. So I did the click. Now her voicemail is recording the rest of me and his conversation about meeting up in person, ciao. When I tell you, when she came home, she just let the chopper sing on me that night, okay? She let the chopper sing on me that night, okay? I thought I was on lock before. Nah. I ain't no lockdown yet until that day. Woo! That's when she started doing the whole taking my phone away kind of thing. I definitely put oil already. She should take my phone away. And this was back when, you remember how you could see the text messages on your phone bill? Like, literally text for text, the whole thing. So she used to like read through my text conversations via the phone bill. Lord God. Intrusive as hell, uncomfortable as hell, privacy where. But at the same time, in retrospect, I can understand that level of stress. Because literally the next year I'm in high school dealing with girls like the Guyanese shorty I was telling y'all about. Bugging out. But guess what? The thing about it, and to all the parents who have, teenagers or whatever, if you did a good job parenting your kid and like really instilling values in them, and you see it in them, like they demonstrate it, you don't have to like OD on them in order to make sure that they don't do stuff. Like, this is the part where you're supposed to give them a little bit of slack, just a little bit, to like continue to formulate themselves and socialize in the world and make decisions and make judgment calls a little bit, Because with all that parenting that she did for me, it allowed me to be around those fast ass girls and still choose to not do those things because it just didn't resonate with it was like, oh nah, y'all doing too much. That was me. I didn't need her to be like, no, So that's just me passing on a message from my younger self to y'all and your parenting. Take it easy. Okay. One side down. Let me take a break, see what y'all saying. What? Sometimes I come in here to like catch up and y'all be confusing me. Sammy said we. I had to quickly take myself out the we a little bit. Had to take myself out of that because hold on to the innocence as long as possible, please. And let me tell you, Bilal Face, you actually are in a perfect position to have access to this conversation. Adulthood is ghetto, okay? It's very ghetto. And I know when you're young, you're in your teenage years, you just can't wait. I can't wait to be an adult. And it's like, no. Take your time. Slow down. Just slow down. I just want to get to know you. But don't turn around because they're pretty around. Stop. Just slow down, though. Calm down a little bit. Just relax a little bit. and enjoy your youth, enjoy your, be immature, be childish, enjoy that. Play with your friends, keep it wholesome. Don't play house. Okay, don't play house. Just keep it wholesome and stimulate your mind. Learn who you are before you start entertaining all the hanky panky type of stuff. It's not worth it for one. It's like doing it when you're younger doesn't benefit you for real. It really doesn't. It's just like you're getting your rocks off, but it's not beneficial to your development, your psyche. But also, it's like when you get older, you look back on those times and you're like, man, I wish I cherished those moments a little bit more than I did. You know what I mean? All the adults in the plays confirm that for me. Okay? We got to save them. We got one minor in the building, and I want to make sure that they're on the right path. I remember when I was younger, a boy tried to have an inappropriate conversation with me once. When I tell you I ran to my aunt and snitched on him so fast. I encourage the snitching when you are young and you are a young lady. I encourage the snitching. Snitch on his ass and protect yourself. Protect your innocence. Don't give it away to these little boys. And they will try to shame you. Some of them, they'll try to embarrass you, make you feel like you immature because you're not trying to do what they trying to do. Nah, keep that on lock. Okay, keep it on lock until you are fully mature. And when I say fully mature, I don't mean like an adult, but I mean like older teens. The second half of teenagehood is when you can start to learn a little bit about that and still calm down though. Still don't do too much. It's crazy. Like a lot of these grown adults, you see how they behave sexually or just in relationships. And when you hear their story about how old they were when they lost their virginity, what they were doing after that fact, it's like, bro, that's why you like this. Like you thought it was just all fun and games, but now you're an adult and you're like wilding. You're wild. Like you need therapy now. Especially because now I'm going to get serious. Especially like boys, especially black boys. Because, and I used to go to school with some of them too. Like they'll be taller. They play basketball. They have a physique. And they're swaggy. They're like testosterone, all of the things. And I'm going to say maybe 90% of the grown men that I know today lost their virginity when they were like 8, 7. The oldest I heard was 11. I'm like, what? And lost it to who? The 16-year-olds, 17, 18. Some of them were 25-year-olds fucking these little boys, bro. Like, we always like to talk about pedophilia when it comes to, like, the man to the girl, but these women be wild out here, too. And they, like, catch the boys when they're young and, like, just put it on them. Just put it on them. All the advanced sexings, putting it on the children, and then they become sex crazy. They're like, ooh, I want it. Everywhere. And then they just start wilding, bro. They start wilding and doing crazy things, and they're just, because you open Pandora's box too soon. Not only did you open it too soon, you're also, like, mad older than them. Like, I tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy. If there's any men in here who have had that kind of experience and you're comfortable sharing, please share. Share your experience in here, okay? You got a club vibe going on in your house. Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. When the words of a lesson turns into singing a song. It's crazy how, like, literally, I think in song lyrics, low-key. It's like there's a song for everything. And I'm going to sing it. I was 19 when I gave up my cookies, and it was to someone I was with for a long time. We're not together now, but I don't regret who I lost it to. Like a lot of people I know, take your time. That part. I was 17, and at that point, I was in college. I was first year of college, and it was my boyfriend at the time. And I don't regret it either. And because it was with someone who, you know, we had a little relationship going on, the way he handled me was just so with kindness. He was older than me too. Like I was 17, he was 20, 21, 20 or 21, I forget. But he handled me with such kindness and like consideration, and with not on some violation kind of shit, like snatching it from you type of time. Nah, he handled me with care because we already had that kind of dynamic first. So no regrets. And I still wish him well to this day. And I feel like that's what the experience should be for people. I mean, if you ask the guys, they're not going to regret that they lost their virginity at freaking 9 years old to a 16-year-old. They're not going to regret that. But that shit is uncalled for. You should be playing video games and trading Pokemon cards or whatever the fuck is the modern version of that for kids. I mean, they still trade Pokemon cards. Shouts to Pokemon being like so timeless like that though. Real quick, I had that experience. Yeah, you know, that shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy. So BX, you said you had that experience, right? So do you feel like, or do you see any ways in which it like shaped aspects of you, or do you think you would have been a different person had you not experienced certain things before you should have? Like, give us something on that. Give us some thoughts on that. Or lost it to their aunt, sadly. That part, yo, I forgot to mention that. You know, oh my God, I'm getting disgusted. There's so many aunties who have, it's actually rape, like, who have done the R word. I just said it. But to their nephews, oh my Jesus Christ. Like, we already know what happens to the girls, right? And that as well is like, whoa, it's too much. It's like ridiculous, it's nasty, it's gross, it's just crazy. But we don't ever talk about the other side of it when the women are the abusers to the boys. And it's like, y'all, what the F is wrong with you? Because you couldn't make it work with Tyrone or whoever the F your ex-husband was, now you plotting on the children? You need a psych ward. You know, you don't even need therapy. You need a vest, because you're bugging. You're bugging. Bugged out. That shit's crazy. I just found out my brother lost his young, and now he's going to have a kid that he really can't take care of at 19. He almost had a kid many times earlier in his life as well. And that is what happens. We love to talk about the teen pregnancies and the single mother epidemic and stuff like that. And we always focus on the girl being 16 and pregnant, which is also very wild and stuff. But also the boys who be out here fathering kids from like 17, 18, 19 years old just off the strength that they popped the lid mad early in their life. And now they're not naturally your hormones, and now you've got a taste. So you're not thinking logically. You're not thinking like, how this will play out. Some of them don't even fully understand sex education enough to be responsible. And then bloop, now you got a baby mama and you're a teenager. Like, man, I want better for y'all. I want better for us. Because that shit is too much. It's too much. Let me see what else. A lot of happens to young men. I was blessed enough for it not to happen to me personally, but a lot of older women have said some wild stuff that I wouldn't have even thought about for real. That, like, putting things in your line of consciousness that you just naturally wouldn't ever come across because you're not there yet in life. You're just not there yet. And here comes this older woman or even older girl, depends on the age range, come in putting this just raunchy behavior in your face, like, here, take it, take it, take it. Matter of fact, not even on some take it, they be taking it from you. They be coming through with their grown ass taking it from you, but it's okay because they're women and you're a boy and you're supposed to want these things. But it's like, no, let him beat off in a sock like a normal child. like they be getting me upset. They be getting me upset in here. They be getting me so mad in here. Doing craziness. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't have no behavior. Why you can't find one your own age? Oh, because you're crazy. Obviously, you're nuts. Obviously, you're nuts. That's why you got to prey on the children. Lost mine to my first love. We were together 11 years and it ended, but I wouldn't choose to change anything about that experience. 11 years? Whoa. But shout out to you losing to your first love. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. But 11 years? That's crazy. I never really thought about it, but I guess it could have affected me. I mean, yeah, to be honest, from what usually it's like the woman in your life who like hear your stories, who reflect it back to you and be like, yo, that's not normal. Because it's become so normalized that, and even like, especially like in the hood or whatever, dudes will encourage you. It's like a rite of passage kind of thing. Like, dudes will encourage you to start fucking, and they'll even get like an older girl for you. Sometimes that happens, and they're like, yeah, you supposed to do, because you a man, you becoming a man, so you need to start fucking. And it's like, so it's like so much a part of the culture sometimes that people don't realize the kind of effects that it'll have moving forward, potentially. But that shit should not be normal. We should not be making that okay. Because then, and usually people don't understand shit like that until they have kids. And it's like, we shouldn't have to wait until we have our own children before you start understanding the implications of your behaviors. Just like you see men, they get their daughters and now they understand. Now they get it. But it's like, no, you need to know that prior to. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the ladies, if you have a young boy or you have a son eventually, are you cool with him losing his virginity at 7, 8, 9, 10? And then also losing it to an older person? Are you cool with that? You cool with that idea? That sound good to you? And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are one of those girls, like, I'm judging. I am. If you're present and you are one of those girls doing that kind of thing, I'm judging you. High key. I'm judging you. I hope you got therapy. And I hope you've transformed and found the Lord or something. But I'm definitely judging. That's crazy of you to do that. Talk about mental illness. This is plain straight child abuse. It's abuse. Like, I hate using that word because it's become so like, y'all notice when words get diluted and they lose their value because it's overused. You know what I mean? So now I don't even like to use it, but that is legit abuse. You're abusing your power and your access to them. You're supposed to be providing guidance, not kitty strokes. Like, what are you doing? Bugging. You're bugging. But anyways, I'm getting bothered continuously talking about it. I'm going to actually make this a twist. So let's move the conversation forward to a more lighthearted topic, please. Let's do that. I lost mine to someone who's had so much sexual abuse before me. She doesn't even like sex anymore. And see, stuff like that starts to happen. And like, I know some girls from high school who were like sexually active and had some really wild experiences. And as adults now they're lesbians, but like like the butch kind of lesbian. Like it's as it's tricky because sometimes that's just who they already were that whole time, but then other times they legit choose it because the trauma of their experiences was just too much that now they legit hate men and they just don't want anything to do with them. So much so that they make themselves as masculine as possible so that men won't find them attractive to, like, that's a real thing that happens too. That shit cray. Like, that shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. You're supposed to be who they trust, exactly. And then you get confused when in this big age they grow up being so distrustful of people, and they're like, especially like, y'all ever heard a guy talk about how all the reasons he doesn't trust women, and the reasons include the fact that he was able to fuck on somebody's girlfriend at one point, or someone's wife, or someone's fiance. They went to a party. The fiance was at the party throwing him the puss, and he was like, "I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it." But now, in my mind, what's the point of ever committing to a woman ever if even when you commit to some of them, they still out here fucking other people? Y'all ever had conversations with guys like that? And you just be like, yo, it's because them chicks was crazy. That's why. Don't let me in with all of that. Don't let me in with that because they were bugging. They're disrespectful. They have no behavior. And that's why. But now you moving through life, looking at relationships and thinking to yourself, why would I ever wife someone? Why would I ever be in a committed relationship if me in my singledom was doing nothing but smashing and dashing on all the girls in the relationships? All the girls with boyfriends was on the dick. Was on the eggplant. So why would I, you know? And I actually learned that aspect of life in college because I was seeing that too. So like I said, went to all girls high school, right? Saw all of that and I was like, whoa, y'all are wild. Then went to college, bro. That's the reason why it's like I lost my virginity to my boyfriend at the time, and then after we stopped dealing and whatever, I didn't deal with anyone sexually for the rest of college, except for one other person who I actually liked and we had a little thing. And that was only once. And then for the rest of college, I didn't want to do anything sexual at all because of what I saw of the girls in my high school, one, and not wanting to be perceived that way. And then two, being in college where now y'all have dorms and you see how people move, like, I was like, I don't even want to do anything because I don't want to become a story. And like all the guys are talking about me now because they don't have any respect at that age for you and your reputation. And if you're a girl and you're kind of just like tossing it at them, and a lot of the times what would happen is I would end up just having guy friends, homeboys or whatever. And like the girls, okay, y'all remember like Love and Basketball when Sanaa Lathan or used to just be really boyish or whatever playing basketball, and then Gabrielle Union's character was like, "Hey girl, give Quincy this note for me." You know, stuff like that used to happen to me where girls would just want to get close to me because they saw that I was cool with the guys and they wanted to have access to the guys, right? And so I saw certain things about human nature there as well. And all of that combined just made me be like, I don't want to have sex with any of y'all motherfuckers. Because y'all niggas is immature as hell. You're nasty and you're disrespectful. And then the girls are out here trying to get with you because they like you. And the way that they try to get with you is by throwing you the pooms because they think that y'all want a freak bitch, so they trying to be the freak bitch for you, but they end up looking crazy, and then you smash them, and you pass them, and now they have a reputation. You know, all of that, I'm very much an observer, and I was observing from early. I was like, nah, y'all not gonna have me out here looking crazy. Hell no. Hell no. And in retrospect, I mean, I feel like I should have been doing a little bit more than what I was doing in college. Like, I should have had a little bit more fun. But at the same time, knowing myself and knowing how emotionally immature I was, I wouldn't have been able to handle that life in the first place. They would have had me out here in my emotions, bugging. It's just emotions taking me over. Caught up in sorrow, lost in a song. that would have been me in college if I was giving up the goods before I was ready. That would have been me. Because I'm very much a relationship type of girl. I'm very much a Jones on the phone kind of girl. I'm very much a get me flowers, take me on dates kind of girl. I'm not a smash 'em and pass 'em. Okay? And from what I was seeing in college, it's like either you fucking or we don't want nothing to do with you. But even after you start giving them the goods, they still don't want nothing to do with you. So it's just like, what is a rezone? What's the point? Then what's the point of even doing it? If no matter which way it go, I still come out with the L. You know? Can anyone else relate to that? But, it works out in my favor because now as an adult, and you see these men are starting to have more standards for themselves, right? You're starting to hear more conversations from the manosphere and stuff, right? And what do they talk about? We want a woman with a low body count. If she got a high body count, we don't want her, right? Same dudes that was smashing them and passing them, right? So now here I am as an adult, and my body count didn't get crazy because I wasn't bugging. And now I've become like the desirable one in that conversation. Because apparently nowadays it's rare to find a woman with a reasonable body count. Because she was in college and high school wilding the fuck out. Wilding out. To no avail. It's funny how the tables turn, ain't it? And it's crazy, too, because I used to have some, not all. I had my girlfriends or whatever, and those are my friends. But there were some girls, the ones who were trying to get close to me to get access to the eggplants in my arsenal, who would, have silent beef in their mind. Like, just have an issue with me in their mind and in their privacy or whatever. Because they were so bothered by the fact that I wasn't slinging the pooms and throwing it left and right, and yet I still had respect, from the guys. I still got to have access to them. Like, they still looked out for me. They still protected me OD, held it down for me in a way that they weren't doing with these other girls that they were fucking. So they would automatically assume, oh, you gotta be fucking him too. You gotta be. But it's like, no, I'm not. That's why I have the respect from them. And I swear they used to rack their brains to try to understand how is it possible that I can be around these different guys, the ones that they had a crush on, the ones that they liked, and I was still keeping the cookie to myself. And meanwhile, they throwing the cookie left and right and still can't get the time of day. Still can't get the time of day, child. And I was like, it's because, baby, you doing too much. That's why. It's because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Okay? But, life. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Right? And now, here I am in my big adult age with a body count that I can be proud of. And I have certain friends around me who are married or in long-term relationships who also have body counts that they can be proud of because they too were not wilding. They're respectable. Okay. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who busts out in song while talking because I say things that make me think of a song. Yeah, right? The music. How does that go? Music makes the people come together. Y'all see Madonna's BBL? Lord God. That shit looks insane, girl. She looks crazy. She looks crazy. First of all, you too old. You too old. I just love how Sammy breaks into song at any time, like High School Musical. It's so funny because I never watched High School Musical, but clearly that is the type of time. I don't know what body count means, but I'm gonna stay innocent, like you said, Sammy, and not ask. That is funny. I love that you don't know what it means. I love that for you. I love it. I love it. It looks hella nasty. That BBL is horrific. Horrifying. The proportions, the measurements. Like, clearly whoever did her surgery didn't like her for real. Whoever was her surgeon was always waiting and plotting on an opportunity to fuck her life up. That's what happened. They were like, you know what? That Madonna, that gosh darn Madonna and her sexually liberated music. One day I'm gonna get an opportunity. And they got that opportunity and they fucked her whole body up, child. Got her looking crazy. Got her looking mad. Okay, she looked crazy. And old and white on top of it. It just, the jokes write themselves at this point. They just, like, ma'am, you, why'd you do this, girl? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this to yourself, Madonna? You look crazy now. It's very, very rare that I see a BBL that looks good. Sometimes they're very, like I said, very rare. Sometimes they is like, oh, you got a good surgeon. They did a good job, even though I can still tell it was surgery. But other times, most of the times, Lord God, Lord, have mercy on your life. You look, you look like a creature. You look like a creature from Stranger Things. You look like you belong in a sci-fi film. You look like you belong in a cautionary tale. You just look crazy. And I hope you find some kind of mental health assistance to cope with the aftermath of that. Because, whoa. Okay. How did I even get to talking about BBLs, Lord? Hi, Sammy. It's a dream being here in one of your lives. Hey, what up? You made it. Even though I'm almost finished with my hair, but you here, though. Shouts to you. Shouts to you. No, ma'am, I understand you want to stay innocent, but... Oh, wait, you're talking to Blotface. Well, let me see what you said. But some things you just need to know because in this world, them boys will have you in a convo agreeing to things and you don't know what you're saying. Have knowledge and be smart about your decisions. That part. That. I'm all for, like, empowering the youth with the knowledge about it. Like, you don't have to be, like, all hush-hush and pretend that these things don't exist. Like, you can talk to them about sex and educate them on it. Because it's because a lot of them didn't fucking know better that they ended up in situations. You know? It's kind of like you set them up for failure when you don't teach them the things properly. You know what I'm saying? So I support this little sex ed conversation that's happening in the in the chat. I support it. Okay. 2 more? Yes. 2 more. And then that's it. For those of y'all who are in here and you missed it earlier, look in the description box because I put my Amazon wish list in there because I want to put some more lights. I want to put some lights over here, some things over there. I want to add some more pizzazz to my setup. Okay? After doing this, it's like I just got inspired to do even more. But I got to chill out because what ends up happening is I get inspired and I'm like, buy, buy, buy. Spend, spend, spend. And I need to chill. I cannot do that. I have to be responsible. That's how my Amazon wish list even came about. It was me just being like, you know what? Just put it on a list for later. And eventually you get 1 and 2 things from this time and that time. But now I'm sharing it with y'all. Y'all, it's my birthday month. All the June babies say what up. All the June babies say what up. Wagwan. Wagwan star. Oh. Okay, y'all, I'm done with my hair. Oops. My hair is done. Do I wanna, okay. Do I wanna like take it out and tie this inside? My hair is done, so either I'm a skedaddle or y'all give me some vibes to discuss. The choice is yours. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Okay? Shout out to the people who know that reference. Inappropriate. Ooh, child. My son turns 13 this month. Hey, happy birthday to your son. He's a June baby. I just did all of that for it to not stay. Wow. 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 You just embarrassed me like that in front of people. Hold on. Wait. I'm really trying to get this tucked in properly. Booty is more important than water. Okay? Once again, shout out to the people who know that reference because that shit is out of hand. That shit is out of hand. This isn't working. What I'm trying to do isn't working, so let me stop. Don't force it, y'all. Okay. Birthday. My birthday is June 22nd. Okay. It's actually on a Wednesday, and I'm not sure. I haven't made any plans yet for what I'm gonna do. So depending on my plans or not plans, maybe I'll live stream on that day. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. What's your moon and rising? My moon is Scorpio. My rising is Capricorn. I did squats yesterday and my legs are sore. Same, girl. I'm actually doing a workout challenge with a group of people from one of the Discords that I am a member of. And we're doing a 30-day fitness challenge. It's actually MCR's Discord. Some of y'all saw that he was present earlier. I'm in his Discord. I'm a moderator in there. And we're doing a fitness challenge, 30 days. Every single 7-day a week workouts. Every single day you got to do something. And also drink 2 liters of water a day. And no candy, no liquor, which I'm going to break that rule this weekend because, as I said, I'm doing my hair because I'm going to a bashment. And that was on the schedule way before this challenge was. So that, but for the rest of the month, cool. No TV. What else he said? Just a whole list of things that you're not supposed to do for the challenge. It's very much a discipline your body, your mind, and spirit kind of challenge. And I support it. So here we are. Are you going to dye your hair again? Nope. I'm not. Never ever. You would never ever, 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 ever. Be on my level. What? But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it again. I learned my lesson. I had my fun, and never again. Get yourself a pair of butters for your birthday. Or hear me out. You can get them for me. That is also an option. I haven't gotten any super chats this live. I just realized that y'all just been in here enjoying the vibes, but that's it. Like, ain't no. Where's the love at? Where's the love at? Wait. About people combing out only the ends of their locks. What you? Oh, you're asking what I think about people combing out the ends of their locks? I feel like that's kind of giving yourself unnecessary hassle a little bit. I mean, I know that the girls who do it usually, or the guys, they have looser hair textures, so they want the little curls or whatever. So I guess cool. But at the same time, the whole thing is you're trying to get your hair to lock, and when you comb out the ends, you're actively disturbing the locking process. So I can't personally relate. That's not something I would do. But then again, my hair is like a tight texture, so it doesn't make sense either. I mean, I guess do what you want. But I also think, doesn't it make your hair a little bit more brittle and susceptible to breakage? Because it's not locked, it's loose. Sweeping up against things, rubbing up against things. And it's literally like a broom at the end of your hair now. So in my mind, I would think that would make your locks more prone to some damage at the ends. Unless maybe you're conditioning them or whatever. I don't know, child. I wouldn't do it. What's a super chat? Oh, a super chat is when you send, is basically you send me a donation via a comment. So you can buy a super chat for like $1 to $1,000 if you want to. But it makes the comment be colorful and pin so that I can see it more easily and everyone else can see it, and it's colorful and it's cute, and it's a donation to the channel as well. It's like a way to support the content. So usually when I go live, people will be like, super chat, and I would like, yes. But I haven't gotten to do that this live. It's okay. I mean, what I'm gonna do? I'm basically done with my hair. So, wait, what? What y'all talking about tricking in here? You consider it tricking to get me a pair of butters, BX? Like, I can go the whole rest of my life without ever having another pair of Tims. You the one who pressed about whether or not I have them. So, get them for me, since you feel like I need them so bad. Because otherwise, you know, what's the point? Your locks look great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to stay on for like another 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And then see you setting these expectations. Yes. Because I'm like, how you gonna tell me to get some butters and you don't want to get them for me? How? How, Sway? I wouldn't have gotten them on my own. It's only a part of the conversation because you bringing it to me. Okay? Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Make sense. Where's the math? Hey, Journey. What up? I'm just letting the people know that I'm giving another 7 minutes of live time before skedaddle. Well, actually 6 minutes now, because my hair is done and I don't have anything else to talk about. So I'm just chilling here for a few more minutes and then I'm a dip. He gonna have the nerve to say I failed math class. Really? Really? That's your cop out? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. I'll watch the replay. Yeah, we got into. Every time I go live and start rambling, the conversation always goes to very weird and interesting places. But it was good conversation nonetheless. So catch that replay. She not up for that foolishness. Exactly. How you gonna tell me you failed math and that's why you can't make the math make sense around you purchasing my butters for me? Like, you know math. You know how to count. So you know math. Stop it. What about the colorful string you used to put in your hair? Oh, I think maybe that was just a phase because I ever since doing that and then like having my fun with it, I haven't had the desire for it again. Because at the time I was like, yo, I want to put that colorful yarn and make it do the X designs. Like I really wanted to do that. And then I did it, had fun, and now I no longer give a damn. So I doubt I'll do it again. I doubt I'll do that again. I don't have the desire to do it, to be honest. I need a retwist stalling for sure. Aww. Well, when I get out of here and the replay goes up, you can just retwist while you watch. See, like, cause I forgot who asked me about the combing out of the ends thing. Like right here, let me see if you can see it. My ends right here is combed out a little bit, and that came as a result of me friggin' digging in here for a piece of lint, and then it like ended up combing out the ends. But the problem is now that it's all busheled out like this, these stray pieces break much easier, you know? So I might just end up having to trim it down to the lock part. Just trim that part. Because I have split ends all up in here now. I doubt you can really see it, but yeah, I don't think you can see what I'm talking about. But I have a whole bunch of split ends here now that it's open. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. You know what I'm saying? One, two, 5G. Okay, now he gonna come in here and purposely miscount to prove to me that he can't do math. You know what? Fine. Fine. I'm gonna remember this though. Okay? Yeah, word. Thank you, Ayana, for explaining that. All right, y'all. Y'all got 3 more minutes. You don't have nothing to ask me, nothing to say, nothing of substance to contribute. Because if not, I'm out. Okay? Well, I just thought about I'm a genie in a bottle. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You better love me. Oh, wait, no. You better rub me the right way. Yo, Christina Aguilera used to be my shit. She's actually the inspiration to me having a nose ring. I always wanted one as a kid because of her. I was like, her nose ring is so pretty. I want one. When you move away from the mic, we can't hear you. Oh, my bad. Sorry, y'all. This a practice for the ASMR channel? A little bit. A little bit. Where are you from? I'm gonna go with New York as the majority of where I'm from. I remember getting her album and bought it in Spanish. Needless to say, I learned it all. Not Christina Aguilera in Spanish. I'm curious about that. So you was listening to I'm a Genie in a Bottle in Spanish? How did that sound? I wish I knew Spanish words right now so I can try to sing it, but I have not a clue. Don't say you from New York. Here come BX being a hater. He's a hater. Big hater. Big hating vibes. Big hateration in the dancery. He be hating in the dancery. Like, sir. You're from Jamaica. It's hard for me to just say I'm from Jamaica because I wasn't born there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a Jamaican descendant because I'm first generation American. My family is Jamaican and I rep Jamaica. Like, that's a part of my lineage. But for me to say I'm from there, I believe that I should be from. Literally from. It feels fraudulent for me to be like, I'm from Jamaica. Meanwhile, I was born in America and grew up here. You know what I'm saying? But it is very much a part of my culture and my value system and everything. Jamaica is a part of my DNA. So is Puerto Rico, though. So what I'm gonna say, I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm not. It's a part of my lineage, though. It's part of me. I don't know if I asked this before, but what's your fashion style that you dress in? I think you did ask me this, actually. You asked me something like, what's my favorite fashion style? And I was telling you I love Korean streetwear. But as far as what I dress as, what would you describe my sense of? I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit of bohemian vibes, but also like, I don't know how to describe because my outfits are different from from day to day, you know. Like one day I might be on my Avril Lavigne skater girl kind of vibe. Another day I'm on my like Rihanna Fenty Savage vibe. You know, so it depends on the mood, I would say. Follow me on Instagram. Also, like, I be like, you know, 90s hip hoppy. Follow me on Instagram. It's Sammy the God on Instagram. So you can see a little bit of. I'm trying to think. Do I even have outfits on there like that? Not really. But when I go out, sometimes I post on my story. Just follow me on Instagram. Okay. How about that? Word. All right, y'all. The time has come. I'm going to let my hair set. This one keeps coming out a little bit. Shout out to Big Pun. Facts. Big facts. Yeah, I'm going to head out, y'all. Thank you for joining me for this retwist. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Hold on, I'm just admiring it real quick. Oops. All right, people. Good night. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Ah! Press it!